What if the reason you're not wealthy yet has nothing to do with how much you earn, but everything to do with what you do with it? Think about it. Every day money flows through your hands. You work hard, you hustle, you grind, but somehow it never seems to multiply. It disappears. Bills, expenses, distractions, it's gone before it ever has a chance to grow. Now imagine this instead. Every dollar you earn becomes a worker. Every decision you make becomes a strategy. And slowly, quietly, your money begins to build something bigger than you ever imagined. Not luck, not shortcuts, but a system. This is the difference between people who stay stuck and those who create wealth that lasts. In this video, you're going to discover how to save smarter, invest wisely, and multiply your money in ways that most people never learn. These are timeless principles that can change your financial future starting today. Stay with me until the end, because one idea could completely shift how you see money forever. Lesson 1. Master the habit of saving. The fundamental mistake most individuals make in their financial journey is viewing saving as a passive byproduct of their lifestyle rather than an active, non-negotiable expense. We are socially conditioned to believe that saving is the act of tucking away whatever remains at the end of the month, the leftovers of our labor. However, if you approach your finances with the mindset that you will save what is left after spending, you will almost invariably find that nothing is left. Parkinson's law suggests that expenses rise to meet income. Without a deliberate barrier, your desire for immediate consumption will always expand to swallow your available balance. Mastery of saving begins with flipping this script. Wealth builders spend what is left after saving, treating their future security as a primary obligation rather than a secondary thought. Consistency is the bedrock upon which financial empires are built, often far outweighing the importance of the initial dollar amount. There is a common psychological barrier where people feel that if they cannot save a significant sum, say a few $100 or $1,000, then saving nothing is a logical alternative. This is a fallacy. The habit of saving is a neural pathway that needs to be forged through repetition. By starting small, even with a mere 10% or a fixed modest sum, you are training your brain to operate within a margin. This discipline creates a psychological buffer, reducing the scarcity mindset that often leads to impulsive emotional spending. When you prove to yourself that you can live on 90% of your income, you break the cycle of paycheck to paycheck dependency. At its core, saving is an exercise in delayed gratification, a trait that psychologists have long linked to long-term success in almost every facet of life. Every dollar you save today is a freedom fighter for your future. It represents a choice, the fleeting pleasure of a contemporary luxury versus the enduring peace of mind that comes from financial resilience. Discipline today is the currency that buys your freedom tomorrow. This freedom isn't just about early retirement, it's about the power to walk away from a toxic job, the ability to fund a sudden medical emergency without debt, and the liberty to pursue opportunities that require upfront capital. By mastering the habit of saving, you are not depriving your current self, you are empowering your future self with the greatest luxury of all options. Lesson 2. Pay yourself first. The concept of paying yourself first is perhaps the most transformative psychological shift an individual can make in their relationship with money. In the standard economic model, we act as a distribution center for our employer's capital. The money hits our account and immediately flows out to the landlord, the utility company, the grocer, and the digital subscription services. We treat everyone else as a priority while treating ourselves as an afterthought. By the time the important people are paid, we are left scavenging for our own future. Reversing this flow, taking your designated savings or investment portion out the moment your paycheck arrives, asserts your dominance over your finances. It signals that your long-term well-being is the highest priority on your balance sheet. This shift effectively rewires your financial behavior by creating a forced scarcity for your discretionary spending. When you pay yourself first, you are left with a smaller pool of spendable money. Interestingly, the human brain is remarkably adept at adapting to constraints. Just as you find ways to survive when your income is low, you will find ways to manage your lifestyle on the remaining balance after your self-payment is secured. This removes the need for constant willpower. If you rely on willpower to save at the end of the month, you will eventually fail because willpower is a finite resource. If you automate the process of paying yourself first, you remove the decision-making friction and ensure that your wealth grows on autopilot. Beyond the mechanics of accounting, paying yourself first is an act of profound self-respect. It is a declaration that you value your labor and your time enough to keep a portion of it for yourself. Most people trade 40 to 60 hours of their life every week for a paycheck, only to give 100% of that life energy away to other people's businesses. When you pay yourself first, you are reclaiming a piece of your life. You are treating your future self like someone you truly care about and respect. This buildup of capital becomes your stakes in the game of capitalism, allowing you to eventually move from being a laborer who sells time to an owner who buys time. Lesson 3. Make money work for you. Saving is the prerequisite, but investment is the engine of wealth. Many people operate under the delusion that a high-yield savings account is the path to riches, but inflation is the silent thief that erodes the purchasing power of idle cash. If your money is just sitting in a traditional bank account, it is effectively losing power every single day as the cost of goods and services rises. To build true wealth, you must transition from a saver to an investor. You must view every dollar as a digital employee whose job is to go out into the world and bring back more dollars. Money is a tool of multiplication, but it only multiplies when it is planted in fertile soil, be that the stock market, real estate, or your own business ventures. The magic of making money work for you lies in the mechanics of compounding, often referred to as the eighth wonder of the world. When you invest, you aren't just earning a return on your initial capital, you eventually earn a return on your returns. This creates a snowball effect where over time the growth generated by your assets far exceeds the amount you could ever contribute through manual labor. This is the transition from active income to passive income. The ultimate goal of financial independence is to reach a crossover point where your invested capital generates enough monthly cash flow to cover your living expenses. At that point, work becomes an optional expression of your passions rather than a mandatory requirement for survival. Investing is not limited to financial markets. It also includes the investment in your own human capital. Your skills, knowledge, and network are assets that can provide a higher rate of return than any stock in the early stages of your career. However, the objective remains the same: leverage. Whether you are putting money into an index fund that tracks the global economy or into a certification that doubles your earning power, you are seeking to multiply your input. When your money earns while you sleep, you are no longer limited by the 24 hours in a day. You have broken the linear relationship between time and money, which is the only way to achieve true scalable wealth. Lesson 4. Avoid lifestyle inflation. Lifestyle inflation, or lifestyle creep, is the most common reason why even high-earning professionals like doctors and lawyers often find themselves living paycheck to paycheck. As income rises, the natural human tendency is to reward oneself with a better car, a larger home, or more expensive vacations. The tragedy is that these upgrades quickly become the new baseline of normal. Yesterday's luxury becomes today's necessity, and the individual becomes a slave to their own elevated standard of living. This is the golden handcuffs trap. If your expenses rise at the same rate as your income, you are running on a treadmill that is getting faster, but you aren't actually moving any closer to financial freedom. Wealthy individuals understand that there is a massive difference between being rich and looking rich. Those who prioritize the appearance of wealth often do so at the expense of their actual net worth. To build lasting wealth, one must maintain a gap, a margin between their earnings and their spending. When you receive a raise or a bonus, the most powerful move you can make is to keep your lifestyle steady and divert the entirety of that new income into your investment accounts. By upgrading your investments instead of your car, you are buying your future freedom rather than a depreciating asset that only serves to impress people you likely don't even like. Controlling your desires is a form of psychological mastery. Our modern economy is designed to keep us in a state of perpetual wanting through targeted advertising and social media comparison. Avoiding lifestyle inflation requires a decoupling of your self-worth from your material possessions. If you can find contentment in a modest lifestyle while your income continues to climb, you create an aggressive wealth-building machine. This discipline doesn't mean living in squalor, it means being intentional. It means choosing which upgrades actually provide value to your life and rejecting the ones that are merely meant to signal status. If you do not control your desires will eventually control your life's trajectory. Lesson 5. Think long-term, act daily. The architecture of wealth is not built with grand one-time gestures but with the mundane, repetitive actions of the everyday. We live in a culture of overnight success stories which creates a distorted perception of how prosperity is actually achieved. In reality, wealth is a lagging indicator of your habits. Your current net worth is a reflection of the financial decisions you made 2, 5, and 10 years ago. Thinking long-term allows you to zoom out and ignore the daily volatility of the markets or the temporary FOMO, fear of missing out of a new trend. It provides the North Star that guides your daily actions, ensuring that you don't trade what you want most for what you want right now. While the vision is long-term, the execution is daily. You cannot build a mountain all at once, but you can move one stone every day. This means checking your budget daily, avoiding that one unnecessary impulse purchase, or reading 10 pages of a financial book. These small actions seem insignificant in isolation, much like a single drop of water hitting a stone. But over time, the repetition of these actions creates a massive, undeniable result. Success is the sum of small efforts repeated day in and day out. The challenge is that the results are often invisible for the first few years, which is where most people quit. They expect immediate feedback, and when they don't see it, they abandon the process. Patience is the ultimate competitive advantage in a world obsessed with speed. Those who can wait a decade for a result will always outperform those who need a result in a week. The greatest returns in life, whether in compound interest, relationship trust, or skill mastery, come at the very end of the curve. This is why the boring middle of the journey is the most dangerous phase. It is where your resolve is tested. If you can stay focused on the daily habits and maintain your long-term perspective, you will eventually reach a point where the growth becomes exponential. The goal is to stay in the game long enough for the math to work in your favor. Wealth isn't just about having money, it's about having the character to keep it and the patience to let it grow. Here's the truth: building wealth isn't complicated, but it requires commitment. It's not about chasing every opportunity or taking reckless risks. It's about mastering the fundamentals, saving consistently, investing wisely, and thinking long-term. The world will tempt you to spend. It will tell you to enjoy now and worry later. But those who truly win with money understand something different. They delay gratification, they stay disciplined, and they build systems that work for them. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need a massive income. What you need is a decision to take control, a decision to stop letting money slip through your fingers, a decision to build something that grows, even when you're not watching. Your financial future is not determined by chance, it's shaped by your habits. And starting today, you have the power to change those habits. So take what you've learned here, apply it, and watch how your life begins to transform.